I'm literally recording this afterwards I did the survivor thing, so let's not waste any more time and let's go with the killers. The post-date, whatever the hell her name is. She's viable on one. Well, first of all, let's we can leave the top 5 here. Unviable, because there is some unviable killers. Now, apostate is unviable. She is only viable on one map. One map only, and that's the skyscraper map. That is pretty much it. Her whole ability is for that map. Nothing yet. The hospital map, this map right here, that's the only thing she's good in. Unviable. She is unviable. Character. Most people do not know how to use Werewolf, but literally all you gotta do is get close to someone, pop Feral Rage, bam, hit him, go to the next person. Good for chases. Good for chases. A tier. It's an interesting take. I don't see janitors that much. Janitors are the best when they're proxy camping. This thing right here, is very easy to avoid. All he does is proxy camp. I'll be honest, Janitor does nothing but proxy camp. Unviable. Unviable killer. Unless you proxy camp, which is he's top 5 if you proxy camp. Is most overrated actually, overrated killer. Besides Idol. She is, if you know how to use her, by basically, if you phase, and you phase a little bit away from them, out of sight, and then you come in, get the stab, they cannot see it coming. We gotta do it right. It's interesting. Sixth sense. This passive, best killer passive. One of the best killer passives, if not the best killer passive in the game. You play her right, she's S tier. All right. Principal as a character gets looped a lot. Passive is kind of useless because Crosby is a thing, and extended strike if only use them if they're stacking, or if you like, I don't know, it's just active ability is useless. C tier. Stalker, all you do is once you get in the game, immediately stalk or hide, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty good. It is pretty good. You good for just poking off people, especially on some maps that are dark as hell. She pops up out of nowhere. It's scary. You got to be very extra careful when you're playing Stalk. But other than that, Stalk is top 5. Stalk is top 5. Now, Slasher. Slasher is very much skill based. You need to know how to throw the knife. His passive is the more you down, the attack recovery is reduced. Killing a survivor reduces it for 14 seconds, whereas downing it was 10 seconds. It's interesting. It is very interesting character. I don't know what this much means, but killer, high skill ceiling. High skill ceiling. Warden, you never see Warden. Warden is interesting character. What he does is you shock him. Basically Unforgotten, but worse. Unforgotten, but worse. That's all I could really much say. I don't really see this character a lot. B tier. Watcher is interesting. He is worse than Android in some case. But he's also better. It's kind of weird. He's better and worse than Android. It is interesting because he destroys gens worse than Android. The Watcher can channel all detect all survivors with a 100% radius. His thing is like Android, but Android has a better active, while Android Watcher has a better passive, but Watcher also has a better lunge speed. And I think Android, yeah, Android is interesting. It's very interesting between Android and Watcher, because like, who do you pick? Android is better in some cases, Watcher is better in other cases. Both are good at controlling gens, but honestly, I would have to say Android is better. I would have to say Android is better. Because one, you can see where different people are, and two, his active is better than his active. And if you're just good at chases, you don't have to worry about the lunge speed. So yeah. Surgeon is high skill ceiling, very high skill ceiling, hardest killer in the game. Very much the hardest killer in the game. Let me lower this down. But yeah. Hardest killer in the game. But you get these stacks, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. And he just disintegrates people. If you know how to play killer, a surgeon, he's top 5. Unforgotten is honestly very good, better than Warden, including when he downs someone when he uses his active, they disappear. And you cannot see them. Including with him being able to teleport anywhere. That's your character, but you need to know how to use him. Showstopper is the most overrated killer, but she is not bad. Not bad. She's kinda scary once she gets these stacks. Very scary. S tier. There's not many rush to explain. Banshee is not that good. Oh my god. She is not that good. You shriek spam. That's pretty much it. You shriek spam, and her passive is not that good. Her passive is basically stalk ability, but at least with Stalker, you can have it on all the time. She doesn't really do much else. That's it. B tier. Alright, what's next? Polluted. Polluted is crazy. Polluted is indeed a crazy ass character. Why? Because of Oil Trail. Oil Trail. You just surround him with oil and they get stuck in the oil. Easy down. With Polluted, you need to be smart as a survivor if you're going against Polluted. Because he starts dropping oil, then your options become limited. And including his passive is not bad for dealing with gens. All in all, he is a very good killer. Very good. Host is hard to play. Don't let this fool you. Host is hard to play. Ice traps is a good utility if you know how to use them properly. You can't just throw them everywhere. But with some maps, she unfortunately is unviable because the space is too great for her to do any ice traps effectively. But if you're good at them, if you're good at host is an A tier. And on that note, Ghost is going to A tier as well. Because yeah. Stalker. Alright, anyways. What's next? And the final is Idol. Idol is an interesting character. Idol hits you through vaults, along with some other characters like Surgeon. But Idol basically... Idol has everything, a bit of everything. That low terror speed is crazy. Basically, Idol has extra detections. And just... what's it called? Extra detections. Good payout if you attack the the obsession. And counterplays Crystal and Adriana. Counterplays Crystal and Adriana. He's annoying, but he is unfortunately a good killer. Top 5. Unfortunately. And with that, we have the killer tier list. But who is top 5? Who of these will be into the top 5? And honestly, I have to put Polluted. Polluted does things better than everyone else in that tier. Because he can end chase faster. He can end chases faster. It's close between him and Showstopper, but he could end chases way faster. Not bad. Not bad whatsoever. Damn, I forgot about Empress. Empress is a good killer. Very good killer. One of the most enjoyable killer I have ever played. Because of power play. The dash. Oh, it's amazing power play. I like it. I like it very much. This killer is one of...
Yeah, Empress is like S tier. She's pretty good, but yeah.
Look behind you. I said, look behind you. Look behind.